Hello, welcome back to the Pride Learning module. Today, we'll be learning about FOSS and how to map through the OpenStreetMap system. In today's lesson, we'll be discussing about free and open source software and data, particularly the OpenStreetMap system. We will be focusing on how we can map and add geospatial data on our own. One of the biggest concerns in the world of data is access to various datasets. Most organizations keep their data behind lock and key, and access to such datasets is becoming more limited. So how would we be able to get data if access to it is restricted? Enter the world of FOSS, or free and open source software and data. Many data users have been advocating for FOSS due to the ease of access to data, as well as having a supportive community of enthusiastic professionals in the field of data. When it comes to geospatial data, one of the leading data sources is OpenStreetMap data. OSM is an online repository of geospatial data where everyone can edit, or simply an editable world map. To start our mapping journey, we will first have to create an OpenStreetMap account. To do so, access the website openstreetmap.org on your browser, and then click on Sign Up on the top right. Enter your email, your desired display name or OSM username, and your password in the fields below. After doing so, click on Sign Up, and then confirm your OpenStreetMap account on your email. Once you have done so, you may now log in to OSM. Click on the Login button on the top right and enter your details, the email address or your OSM username, and then the password, and click on Login. In the previous lesson, you have learned how to navigate through the OSM website and how to query the features that you're looking for. Now we will try to add data on OpenStreetMap. To start adding data, you may click on the Edit button beside the OpenStreetMap logo. After doing so, we will be transported to the ID editor, which is the built-in map editor for OpenStreetMap. You have the option to add or edit data through this editor, and to start with adding data, you may click on one of the three data types: point, line, or area. If you will notice in our map, most of the roads have been mapped, as well as some land uses and waterways. But upon zooming in, very few of the buildings in this area have been mapped. So this is what we will be mapping right now. And because buildings have a defined area and shape, we will be using the area tool. So click on area, click on the corners of the building, but on the final corner, you will have to double click to close the polygon. If you will notice, when you have added our shape, and we could field it with the corresponding data. On the left side, you will see the choices that we have for adding data. In this case, I am not sure if this building is a house, commercial building, place of worship, etc. So I will simply designate it as a building and click on building. Now, if you scroll down, you will see that it has already been tagged as a building. There are also other data that you can enter if you know more about this feature, such as the name, how many levels this building has, the height, and of course the exact address. Now that we have added data on OSM, we will have to upload the data to the server so that it may show itself on the OSM server. To do this, click on Save on the top right, and in the change that comment, you can add what you did with your mapping. So I will put added a building. After doing so, you may click on Upload. You will get a confirmation on the left panel for mapping around that area. Congratulations! You have now contributed your first data point on the world's largest free and open source geospatial database. You can continue adding data on your own free time. OSM is built on the hard work of volunteer mappers and data validators around the world. Now that we have learned how to add data on OSM, we will also want to learn about how do we export this data. Geospatial data on OSM is exportable and readable by any GIS applications. To start exporting, you may click on the Export button on the top left. A panel on the left side will appear indicating the coordinates of the bounding box you want to download. Whenever I move the map, the numbers will adjust. Alternatively, I can manually select an area that I want to download. Just click on Manually Select a different area, and then a box will appear, and you can adjust this box to the extent of the area you want to download. I'll be downloading the Poblacion area of Palimbang, Sultan Kudarat. After doing so, you can export the data. Because OpenStreetMap is licensed under the Open Data Commons Open Database license, you can export this data for free. Click on Export, and you will be able to download a .osm file. You can load this .osm file on any of your GIS applications. In this example, we'll be loading it on QGIS. If you look at QGIS right now, another free and open source GIS tool, I have loaded the area, and you can see that the map is here. You have the shapefiles for the data, as well as the roads, the land use, the buildings. We'll just have to adjust it. Being an open source application, plenty of supplementary applications or software has been developed by data users of OSM. A few examples are as follows. If you are interested in engaging in community mapping, you can use the Hot Tasking Manager. If you want to map road data, the Rapid Editor developed by Facebook can be used. This is an AI-assisted mapping tool that draws out the road system for you, and you only need to confirm it. It is also a built-in tool on the OSM website. Java OSM is an offline map editor typically used by data validators and advanced mappers. It includes tools for checking and validating the geospatial data in OSM to ensure data quality. If you want to extract more defined data, you can use one of the following. Geofabric.de has datasets of OSM per country. Overpass Turbo is a website where you can query and extract specific data. And Humanitarian Data Exchange is a repository for various free datasets for geospatial data. An example of a successful use case of OSM in the country is the rollout of the UP NOAA website. Their online platform allows users to see the extent of hazards overlaid with OSM building footprint and road data. So in this particular website, you can see if your area, your house, the buildings around you can be affected by flooding, storm surge, or earthquakes. In summary, the key points to this lesson are: we were able to map a feature in OpenStreetMap. We were able to export geospatial data directly in OpenStreetMap. We have explored other open source tools that can be used in the OSM environment. And of course, we were able to be a part of the ever-growing open data community. Here are the resources for this lesson. Thank you for listening, and happy mapping!